streaming harder than a real job?
Oh, that's crazy. It went right into the second video. That's wholesome, but yeah, this is the other video that we're gonna do. Is streaming harder than a normal job? No. So that's already my perspective. But I mean, what do y'all think? Be wrong in the comments. I swear to you.
Streaming harder than a real job?
Hell no.
Bro, what?
That's what I'm saying.
Streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. If you're a fake asshole and need to act all day. Listen.
Oh,
You're probably thinking, hey, dickhead, didn't you make a video on this topic already?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. But we're
And I'll
running
do
this
it
shit
again.
back like a relay. But before you shoot me for selling out just because the topic is popping up once again,
It is.
the last video was more so me playing devil's advocate on both sides and then giving my personal opinion. If you're interested, go and watch it. If not, then I don't know. Watch Minecraft parkour or something. Anything to
Parkour.
quench that attention span of
Damn.
yours. In this video, we're gonna go over other people's points, and I'm low-key kinda sorta gonna clown on them.
Me too. Me too.
Alright, first off, I want to give my opinion. And remember, everyone is entitled to their own, even though I will clown and give retorts to some people's perspectives.
Fair
I
enough.
still respect theirs. But is streaming harder than a 9 to 5? Or is content creation,
No.
a more broad term, I know, harder than a 9 to 5? In my opinion, hell no.
I'm about to say
The
hell
more
no.
nuanced answer depends on what you as an individual wants to do, I suppose.
I mean, fair enough. Because again, it would depend. But I'm personally, for me, speaking for blue collar people only. All right. I don't know what it is like in the white collar type of shit where you got to go into the office and type and all that extra shit. I don't do that. I don't want to do that. That's just lame. I'm not brain smart. I'm hand smart. I can do things with my hands that never mind. You know what I'm talking about.
However, please be aware that I am biased because I've never worked a 9 to 5 or a part-time job. Content creation is the first thing that has given me my first check, and I'm privileged. Please be
What the
aware that
fuck
I
was
am
that?
biased because I've never worked a 9 to 5 or a part.
You see this? You see this right here? I was a line cook at one point. All of that, having to cook all of that, especially when you're busy, my God, that takes a long fucking time. And if all of a sudden the waitress came up to me and was like, yeah, I just dumped all that shit in the trash can. Make it again. Even though it was an accident, because right here it looked like it was an accident. I'm gonna say it's an accident. I'm fighting it. Like we don't hit women around here. But that's a bitch. Fuck is you talking about? You just throw all that shit out. Like, bro, we're slammed right now. Like, I hope you didn't tell him you're getting the food in like 30 minutes, because that ain't happening now.
Part-time job. Content creation is the first thing that has given me my first check, and I'm privileged that it turned out this way. However, I have my reasons as to why I actively choose to take content creation seriously and even been taking streaming more seriously. Bro, why me? Follow me on Twitch, by the way. I know, I'm a dickhead. Shameless plug. But I digress. Let's get into the first opinion.
You can't have an opinion on that unless you actually worked a real job and you actually stream. If you didn't do both, you can't have an opinion, bro.
I mean,
I
know
don't
about all that.
completely agree with that because anybody that has any sort of observational skills and the ability to make their own thoughts beyond just what they see surface level and can try to put themselves in someone else's shoes can make an opinion and speak on it.
Yep.
Even if it might not be spot on, it can still be thoughtful if conveyed properly. For example, I never worked a normal job, but I
Crazy.
have friends that do and tell me about it. I have family that works normal jobs, and I see the effects and I hear the stories, good and bad. And I still hear and see the stories. When I think about me in their shoes and I compare it to what I'm doing now, I'm chilling.
Well, yeah.
Hard, crazy. Even though, like most content creators, I feel like eating glass sometimes.
That's just the truth. When I worked, dude, chat, I used to work one of the hardest jobs on planet Earth, bro.
Proceeds to
What
say
you
he
doing?
worked one of the hardest jobs on planet Earth.
What do you do? Shut
Which,
up.
I mean, if you're out there doing like Alaskan crab fishing or
Lit.
flying planes or handling explosives, sure.
I was working hard, bro. Like, it took a lot of mind power and brain power and a lot of
I feel like
time,
you're trolling.
bro.
What the
Like,
fuck are you talking
It
about?
was a really difficult job, bro. I had to do a lot of shit.
Was this nigga James Bond? What job
What
was
did you
it?
do?
He didn't even tell us the job. What are you gatekeeping, sir? CIA? Like, what is that? Alright, I'm being a dickhead. Let me come. Let me
I
calm
mean, I
down.
was thinking the same
And
thing.
streaming is still harder, bro. If you go to work once 5 p.m. hits, you don't have to think about that shit at all. You could go home.
Nigga, what job do you have? What job is this man talking about right now? That's after 5 o'clock? That's crazy. That would be the dream for me right now. This guy's crazy.
Off for 20 hours before you clock back in, and you're good, bro.
You can technically do the same shit with content creation and streaming if you wanted to, but I'll get into that later.
Having to constantly see a million times a day people talking about you, people saying shit, people doing this, people doing that. You don't have to deal with that with a normal fucking job. You don't. On God, you don't.
What?
Like if fucking Kevin Hart said
He's never
making
heard of
movies is
HR?
harder than a 9 to 5, nobody would give a fuck.
Y'all niggas can't be for real.
Now,
Cap.
he argues that with streaming, you constantly have to see people talking about you
Cap.
and saying shit, and this can be the case if you're constantly online. Now, I'm not a big content creator or streamer, but I have had an experience where people didn't like my ass, basically, and
Yeah.
still don't, probably.
It
And
happens. What do
let
you
me
do?
tell you, they try to make it very, very clear how much they didn't like me. You know what I do when I keep seeing it and it's starting to affect my mental? I closed social media.
I'm about to
I
say,
turned
log
it off,
yup,
ate
log
pizza,
off.
and watched anime. It was a great time.
Mm-hmm.
With streaming, you can turn it off at any time. You're the boss. If you're at your job and
And also, get this: you don't even have to turn it on. And this is coming from someone who makes zero money and is incredibly small, bro. Like that's ridiculous. This guy's insane.
it gets too much, if you're on the clock, damn, tough luck, buddy. Thug it out. Some may say that since you have to check analytics and numbers, you may end up tying your self-worth to that number. I'm gonna keep it real.
True.
Me and a lot of other content creators I've talked to personally purposely tries to not look at their numbers too much to avoid that from happening. After you stream,
I was about to say, yeah, same. It's something that I do, and I don't even stream to anybody, bro. I'm streaming to one person, and that's just me. But chat. All right, it's a very valid point. It's a very valid point. I look at my numbers to see what videos that I make on YouTube are popular, and then if I can, I double down. So, and you'll notice that I think it's like 40 something videos or whatever, and I still have a video that only has one view. So I try not to look at analytics if I don't have to, but I will if it helps me decide which content will be better. Like this one, when this goes up, I want to see what people think about it. If it gets like no views, because I won't do it again. If it pops off like that shoe on head video that I had, I guess I'll do that too. I'll double down on that. I mean, it'd be pre-watched because I watched her shit before I started reacting to it anyway. So, but yeah, we're here.
you can literally go do anything else, just like a normal job. Maybe have a private social media account so you don't see fuck shit.
True.
Like very simple things you can do. His point is a bit wobbly, moving weird, if you get what I'm saying,
Moving
because
wonky.
this is such an easy thing to avoid. You can indeed stream and then go crank it for 20 hours if you want to.
It's true.
And that's not to say that grinding for content creation and streaming isn't involved. I spent weeks, sometimes even months, working on content stuff non-stop, but I know that I choose to do that. So
Yeah.
I don't agree with this one, basically. Next clip.
Understand what I'm saying? Being like a streamer or any face on the internet is harder than a 9 to 5 in certain ways because
Okay, before I
Well,
pick
he
this
said
apart,
in
I
certain
want to
ways.
give them
Hold
credit
on.
because they did say harder in certain ways. Now, obviously, this depends on the 9 to 5, but I think I can agree.
Got me.
But if you're a top streamer, like Pokimane,
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
Kai,
How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Mickey D's.
Iron Mouse, those niggas, not me.
I'm just a cameraman.
So again, take my
Snicker
words
with a rocket
with a
launcher.
grain of salt because I'm not there yet.
Yeah. There you go. You go. Say yeah.
it fuck you up mentally. Now, waking up every day and go to a job and lifting boxes, like depending on what you're doing, that's just tough too. That shit is hard. That shit is very hard.
Yeah. There's no wrong.
That shit is very hard. It's very hard.
Guys, I think that shit is very hard.
It might be.
I'm being a dickhead.
Like, you feel me? Especially when you're doing a job you don't enjoy doing. That
Oh
shit is tough.
God, and that's
That
90%
shit'll fuck
of
with your
people.
mental. You might want to, you feel me? You might be tired of it. You might be unhappy. But being a face, like being a top streamer, is difficult because of all the shit you go through in terms of like living life. I promise. I'm telling you, gang. You are literally seeing thousands of niggas give their thoughts on you every second. That's not supposed to be. Like, no human brain normally should be able to tolerate that. Just keeping a buck. It's not
That's
true.
fair.
I would agree that content creation is mentally harder than a 9 to 5 in certain aspects, but just like what I said for the previous one, you don't have to see people talk about you every second if you don't want to. You can simply just not go on social media.
Like, you know how nice it is? It's so true, but you know how nice it is, right? To see some stupid shit online and see everyone clowning on this dude. And this dude's just like, cool, I'm going to log off and then go outside. You know how nice that is? And then when you go outside, no one knows who you are. That's nice. Unless you're like a big streamer. But like a lot of the big streamers, a lot of the big content creators, from what I've noticed, all live like in a city somewhere. Well, multiple cities, obviously, but like, if it was someone like me, especially for VTubers, that's another thing that we have that everyone else doesn't have. So say in like 2 years, I'm big, right? I'm a big dude, big fish in this pond. You feel me? I can simply go outside. No one knows who I am. Plain and simple. So I think that's kind of great. But also, as he's saying, even if you do have that face online and you're huge, I mean, yeah, just log off, bro. You can take a vacation, because I know you got the money. You can take the vacation, go somewhere else so no one knows who you are. You ain't got to be around the city where everyone seems to know who you are.
Or
that's what I'm
have a
doing.
private account, like I said last time, and just be sneaky on that shit, so it's not attached to your job. Would you have to do that with a 9 to 5? No. But I don't think just having a separate account for content creation and streaming and another for like an analytical detox, if you will, and just to vibe on that nobody knows about, that's not an exactly hard thing to do. Now, will some things slip through from time to time? Yeah, but you aren't going to be blasted with things 24/7 unless you allow yourself to. In my opinion. Remember, feel free to share your own. Hey, you see these list of people? They get to see all my videos a few days earlier, like a day or two early or some shit. It's like $3 a month, I think. Become a member. Okay, cool. I
like
know,
who's
I'm
got the
not good
Mickey
at
D's hat.
ads.
Hold on. Where you going, little motherfucker? I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat your bitch ass. Don't run from me.
Kenji.
How I eat this one?
Hey, yo, pause. He just deep-throated that cock, bro.
Come on, let's continue.
Oh, hey, it's that Tokyo.
Hey, yo.
Next clip.
Is streaming a harder job than having a 9 to 5?
I may get canceled, but I think it depends on the 9 to 5. From my certain experiences, right? Like being like a 20-year-old kid and I work 2 or 3 part-time jobs.
It seems like everyone kind of understands. It's just every once in a while you'll get that one really stupid fucking person that's like, oh my god, it's so much harder, and then you notice that they only worked for like a year. I don't know about you, but let me give you a little bit of story time about me. I'm 28 years old, 28 years young, actually. I'm not big unk just yet. Once I'm 30, then I'll be big unk. I'm super excited about that. But that's because I didn't peak in high school. Anyway, I've delivered pizzas. I've been a over-the-road truck driver. I've been a car mechanic. I do pest control. I'm going back to school for HVAC, so I'm about to be doing that pretty soon. Like, these are blue-collar jobs, my boy. All right? And... oh, forgot, line cook. I have also been a line cook. I've also worked in a precious metal factory, bro. Making like watches and shit for like David Yurman. You know, all the big names. We actually, interestingly enough, when I was doing that, we ended up making a watch for Gucci Mane, apparently. That was pretty dope. I thought it was actually kind of cool. But I'm telling you, that's like 7, 8, I don't know, I can't count, I'm retarded. Fucking things that I've done throughout my years. And we might be thinking, wow, you must have been doing shit. You must have been moving. And you're right, your boy was. And I tried to go for the next highest position and shit, and that didn't work. That's why I would change jobs. That's just how it is. So I've been everywhere. I've done just about everything, especially when I did the over-the-road truck, and I did that for 2 years, bro. During the pandemic. That was crazy. Went to 48 states, Canada, and Mexico. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, bro. But yeah. Like I cannot, again, I'm biased, so you know, put what you think in the comments, but I'm biased. All right, I just don't see it. I don't see in any conceivable way that streaming or content creation is harder than a 9 to 5. Like I just don't see it, because like you just, like, bro, think about it, right? Think about online, right? Say you're a big fish in a pond, you feel me, right? And someone says some stupid shit, and then you retort with some stupid shit, you know, because you were feeling froggy at that time, you know, got your thumbs moving on Twitter or whatever, or Blue Sky, right? And you know, now that person's fans are coming after you, blah 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 blah. Now picture this. Now picture you're working a 9 to 5, and someone says something stupid, and you say something stupid. Now you have to work for that, where you have to work with that person for the rest of time until either you or that person quits. You see that person every day. See, online, you could just not talk to that person and things will blow over and people will forget it. But unfortunately, at a 9 to 5, you're looking at this dude or looking at this woman every goddamn day. Fuck that. Fuck that. And that's like one thing with the people that you're working with. Picture the customers, bro. I don't know who told you. I don't know who told you this or who said this, or that old people are nice, but they must not know old people at all. So they're some of the nastiest people I've ever met, especially on Sundays right after they get out of church and you got to start making all the food, bro. God, picture you didn't cook the homeboy's steak exactly the way he wanted it, right? Because there's usually times, when you're cooking a steak, you want to cook it a specific way, so you cook it at that time. Both sides, season that bitch, make it look nice, plate it correctly, ring the bell, ding, 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 his food's ready. And then 2 minutes later, he comes back and they're all, the waiter's like, hey, or the waitress like, hey, he didn't actually like this. Now you got to make it again. And God forbid he's one of those people that start yelling at the waiter or waitress because his steak was cooked too long. It's like, brother, that is blood red. You ordered that shit practically blue raw. Like, what are you talking about? That is what you said. It's on the ticket. And God, I'm not gonna go ranting on about every fucking thing, but like, if you want me to, I could put it in the comments below. I just don't see a feasible way, a possible way, anyway, that fucking this is somehow more difficult. Streaming is somehow more difficult. Cause like right now, I have my pants half down and some fucking Salisbury steak sauce on my boxers. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what job can you do that? There ain't one. There really ain't one. And this isn't even a job. Your boy's just being stupid. Whatever, I'm fucking ranting.
Jobs. It wasn't like hard. It just took time. Like I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings. I didn't have a break, and I would work from like 4 and basically whenever they cut me. Like being a doctor or dealing with people's lives is a lot, or also being like a blue collar job, like construction and stuff is insane. Concentration, bro. You're your own boss.
Being your own boss is completely accurate, and I like this take a lot because it's more so talking about creators that are still grinding, basically. Like not at the point where they can sit and do nothing and be good. But let's continue the clip. Let them finish.
24/7. You don't post, you don't make money. You don't stream, you don't make money. You take a break. If you're not at that certain point where you're making money constantly, you're done. I basically work 14 hours a day almost. Like I wake up, brush my teeth, I'm sitting in my chair, editing, coming up with video ideas, editing video ideas, then going streaming for 8 to 10 hours just to do it all over again. So it's just like the job's not easy. It's just when you're at a certain point, it's so fun and it looks fun. So it's like that's easy. Everybody can do that. But it's like, bro, like not everybody woke up, posted a video, had a meal, or had like 5,000 viewers when they started streaming. They had one.
Me as fuck. He's about to say that nigga spin. That's me as fuck right now, and I'm excited about it. I'm loud. I don't know why I'm so loud about it, but like, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean. It's like a thing also that I feel like people don't seem to get is they see people that have millions, right? They see people that have like thousands of viewers when they stream. They get millions of views a video or hundreds of thousands of views or whatever. And they're like, that seems easy. But it's like, you got to realize you have to start from square one. And starting from square one, brother, you are lucky. I think it was like the first 12 videos I made all had maybe like collectively had like 25 views. Like that's very discouraging for people. Don't get me wrong. That's very, very discouraging for people. But the thing is, you need to enjoy the process. I personally enjoy editing. So, and that's a big thing. That's a very, very big thing for this content creation. Like, and people, they just don't get that. It's like, they don't get that. So to play somewhat devil's advocate, I understand where he's coming from. It's a very nuanced take. The man's spitting facts. There's nothing wrong with this take. 100%. There's nothing wrong with this take. But I'm biased. So, and I've done both. And I'm currently doing both now. So, I still think the 9 to 5 is harder. But again, being a little bit of a dick here. So, well, let's continue.
Sensational.
This one is probably the best clip, to
Yeah,
be
I was
honest,
about to say, let 'em
because
go.
I will say content creation and streaming is the hardest when you are just starting.
Yes. Yes.
Like trying to get content creation and streaming to the point where it's supporting you completely, it's definitely a grind. Whereas when you get to a point where you're able to just not do
Real quick, little side note that I have. I wouldn't call it a grind, because when you call it a grind, I feel like it turns a lot of people off to it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, people are already having to grind just in general to live. So hearing that if you want to do this, you have to add a second grind to it already, and there's like no guarantee that anything will come of it. I mean, it'd be hard. You would be hard pressed to find someone if you didn't tell them what it was. But it's like, yeah, you're living right now, but you have the potential to grind for the next 5 years, and you could potentially make a little bit of side money if you grind for 5 years. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, That's that difficult part. See, this is the pro streaming argument. That's that difficult part you'll never see until you start doing it.
do anything and still have constant income. That's where I think it starts being easier. Obviously, new challenges arises, but you know, I would still say that a 9 to 5 is harder, just off the fact that with content and streaming, you are your own boss. You set your own hours. But I really like the way he voiced his opinions here. Next clip.
It's facts though.
Bro got to fly to Japan
This
and is
nigga.
complaining about his job. Bro, here's the thing that you don't understand. You guys act like, oh, my job is so easy, streaming is so easy. Oh, you get to do all this cool stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Going to Japan does sound
Yeah,
fun.
like what
Not
you
gonna
talking
lie to you.
about?
Here's the thing. I genuinely think that streaming is harder than an actual job. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Go ahead and laugh at me.
I was about to say, dude's like 7 years old. Shut up.
Go ahead and laugh. I'm going to tell you right now why streaming is harder than a normal job.
All right, let's
Go
hear
ahead
it.
and
Let's
tell
hear
us,
it.
Face
Yeah,
Clan
let's hear
member
it.
Lacey.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Tell me it's not harder to have to fly 17 hours.
Yeah, actually, it already is. You stop talking right now. It is incredibly easy. I don't want, especially from someone who was trucking, bro. I don't want to hear it. Picture having to drive 11 hours in an 80,000 plus. Well, actually, 80,000 would be the max. So 79,000 plus pound vehicle, right? On a road going like 75 miles an hour, bro. Every day. Every day. Which one seems harder for you? Driving something that you don't even have a certification to drive, or sitting flying? And since your face clan, I bet you it's first class type shit. Shut up. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And let's not even use it. Let's not even use it. In pest control. It's like in pest control. Picture having to go under someone's house, take out all the insulation, put it back up, and then put vapor barrier down, and doing that 3 times within a day. And you might be thinking, well, how much insulation do you have to take out? You have to take out, on average, it was like 1,500 to 2,200 square feet of insulation. Yeah. Like if you can't even picture that, look up a 20. We'll go on the more conservative side. We'll look up a 1,500 square foot house, right? And then literally every square foot of that under it, by the way, because remember, you're in a crawl space. You have to pull out all of that insulation. Bro, if you live in a house right now, go to your crawl space and look up, and then picture having to take all of that out. And then put all of the new stuff back. And then the vapor barrier that should be on the ground. If you don't have a vapor barrier, you should probably get that. I'm not going to go into why, because I could be here for 40 minutes for that. But picture having to take all that out, and then putting all that back in, and then taking out the vapor barrier, and then putting that back in. And then having to go to another house and doing that again 3 times a day, every day, in the summer. Which one seems harder? Sitting on a flight or doing that? Right? Well, shut the fuck up. God, bitch. I got more heated about that than I feel like I should have. I'm sorry.
All the way out to Japan, have jet lag, be tired. Then when you get here,
This little piss made me tired. Oh, that sucks. Fuck you.
you have to walk around in the hot sun
Oh, no.
degrees out, sun beating down on you, you're sweating, you're tired,
no.
you're hungry,
Oh, no.
and then you
He
have
has
to
to
stream
walk.
yourself like shopping for clothes and going shopping for like 6-8 hours a day, bro.
Oh no! Oh no! That's so terrible. Having money to go do things and using your 2 legs and feet to move. My God, how does he do it? Oh no! If I did that, oh my God, if I did that, I would die. I would die. I would much rather do what the fuck I'm doing currently. No. He's got it. He's right. Fucking retard, dude.
Okay, before I go on, why is his lip doing that? Why you hitting the I show speed shit?
Are you
serious right now,
bro?
head ass lip? What the fuck is up? Sorry, I shouldn't be. Just carry on.
Like, that's genuinely hard.
Nope.
Compared to working a normal job where you just go in for like 6 hours every day.
6
normal jobs
hours?
Work, what, 30-hour weeks, 6 hours a day, five days a week.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Tell me you ain't never work a day without telling me you ain't never work a day. My God, you're a puss. I feel like a boomer. I feel like a boomer because like boomers were like, oh, you just don't want to work. You just don't want to work hard. And I'm like, well, I do work hard. Like, what are you talking about? And now I'm looking at this like 8-year-old kid saying, oh, well, I have to fly to Japan and I get jet lag and I'm tired. Like, that's crazy. I feel like he doesn't understand, bro. I wake up every day tired. And that's not even because I get bad sleep. Because I get pretty decent sleep, let me tell you. Your boy is a professional snoozer. Oh no, tired. Oh no, like, get the fuck out of him. But hold on. A little thing for you here, for you to consider. If that is difficult, you want to switch? You want to switch? Want to give me your shit? I'll give you mine. We can do it. It's like I bet you we can do it. And if something's telling me you wouldn't want to do it. But no. Something's telling me you'd probably want to keep the job that you're at. And you probably want to man, fuck this kid, dude.
30 hours.
30 hours.
You have the weekends off. Like,
Dios mío, 30 hours.
Some bullshit.
First off, let's applaud this man for doing simple multiplication. And secondly, this is probably the most privileged shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
not gonna lie. So, bro is saying that going to Japan and then walking around to shop while streaming is hard.
Is this nigga serious or what?
This
Because
nigga's
you are
serious.
tired and hungry. You chose to do that. Like I said earlier, over and over and over again. You are the boss. You are telling me that you couldn't have hopped off the plane, go your sleepy ass to a hotel, take a nap, or just sleep on the plane. Like, you could have rested up a little bit before the stream. But no, you didn't. That's on you.
This
and
nigga.
then the hungry one doesn't even check out. You are shopping for clothes. For clothes. Nigga, if you don't hit up a 7-Eleven, bro, it's Japan. They got hella stuff. That makes my American ass jealous. Hit up a 7-Eleven. But this
And even if not a 7-Eleven, hit up a motherfucking vending machine. He gets a 4-course meal out of that bitch.
guy is the same guy that said that mailman makes $2,000 a day.
Oh, no,
when
it is
complaining
nigga.
that he doesn't make the 10,000 wow off of ad revenue anymore.
And my ad revenue went from $10,000 plus at some points per day to now like $2,000 a day.
Wait, hold on. Where is it?
At some points.
Right here. Suck my dick, bud. Like, get the fuck out of here. Hey, $10,000 a day to $2,000. Man, shut your ass up.
Per day to now like $2,000 a day. If I want to make $2,000 a day, I'll go be a fucking mailman.
Womp womp. Should have lowered my expectations a
This
bit.
nigga.
That's on me.
Like, this nigga.
Okay, that was a bit harsh. I apologize for that.
Nah. This nigga's like 8 years old. Fuck him.
That was mean.
Not
I'm
like that. No Diddy. Like, hold on. No Diddy. Shut up.
sorry for my attitude on that one. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna show for today. I kind of think that these two were clip farmy a bit, but what do I know? More of the story of, I don't think that streaming or content creation is harder than a 9-to-5, and a lot of bigger content creators think the same. There are aspects that present different challenges and requires different skill sets, like any job. And this isn't to say streaming and content creation is easy or something to look down upon.
Fair.
It's just not harder than a 9-to-5.
Like, it's not.
Overall, I would rather sit and do what I love with my people, which is y'all. No parasocial shit though. That's us. Then work a 9-to-5. Even though
Oh,
kind
God.
we're having a good time, I'm not gonna lie. They made that shit look fun. Maybe I do it. Maybe
Nah,
for a
don't.
week.
Don't.
Make a video out of it. I don't know.
Nah, you're good. Don't.
It's
You're
probably a dumb idea. I'm not gonna do that.
good. Don't.